Hello, and welcome back to Road TRIpVIA, the once-a-day road trip trivia quiz. Today's episode is number 574. The category is Brainy Tuesday, number 26. This is a 20-question trivia quiz with difficult trivia questions. It's got a question 21 tiebreaker at the very end of the video if you want to stick around for that. Thank you for watching the episode today, and good luck on today's quiz. Question 1. What is the term in biochemistry given to compounds that contain exactly the same number of atoms but differ from each other by the way in which the atoms are arranged? Those are called isomers. Question number 2. The second book in his war trilogy, James Jones's 1962 novel, The Thin Red Line, was a sequel to what earlier 1951 work for which he had won a U.S. National Book Award? The answer is From Here to Eternity. Question 3. Known as the Merry Monarch, who was crowned as the King of England in 1661 with the restoration of the monarchy after the English Civil War and the period of Puritan rule? The answer is Charles II. Question 4. Collectively known as the ABC Islands, the Caribbean islands of Aruba, Bonaire, and Curacao are the three westernmost islands in the Leeward Antilles in the South Caribbean off the coast of what country? Those are located off the coast of Venezuela. Question 5. What Broadway musical, later turned into a popular 1965 film starring Julie Andrews and Christopher Plummer, was based on the play The Trapp Family Singers? The answer is The Sound of Music. Question 6. Stolen from the Louvre in Paris on August 22, 1911, what was the name of the painting that was recovered over 2 years later and is today considered the most valuable painting in the world? The answer is the Mona Lisa. Question 7. What famous 1952 American novel by Nobel Prize winner John Steinbeck is loosely based on the biblical story of Cain and Abel and is considered by many to be his magnum opus? That novel was East of Eden. Question 8. The Earth is approximately 93 million miles from the Sun. Which planet, composed mostly of hydrogen and helium, lies approximately 484 million miles from the Sun? The answer is Jupiter. Question number 9. What is the term used in the field of dentistry to refer to the condition in which the gums are red, swollen, and occasionally bleeding due to poor oral hygiene? The term we're looking for is gingivitis. Question 10. Although shortly afterwards they would become bitter enemies, to whom did Pope Leo X give the title defender of the faith in 1521 for his book written in answer to the Protestant Reformation? The answer is Henry VIII. Question 11. What term in music, derived from the Greek word for air, is used to refer to an elaborate composition for solo voice with instrumental accompaniment? The answer is an aria. Question 12. From the French verb that means to jump, what is the name of the process in which food is cooked in butter or fat on a skillet over high heat until it is lightly browned? The answer is sauté or sautéing. Question 13. A key figure in the European intellectual movement known as the Enlightenment, what is the pen name under which French author-philosopher François-Marie Arouet published his works? The answer is Voltaire. Question 14. What is the medical term for the yellowing of the skin and eyes caused by an accumulation of bile in the bloodstream that can be caused by many factors including hepatitis, gallstones, or tumors? The answer is jaundice. Question 15. In Greek mythology, what supreme trickster, son of the Titan Iapetus and one of the Oceanids Clymene, stole fire from the gods and gifted it to humanity, much to the chagrin of Zeus? His name was Prometheus. Question 16. What English poet wrote the lines, "She cannot fade, though thou hast not thy bliss, I forever wilt thou love, and she be fair," in his poem Ode on a Grecian Urn? His name was John Keats. Question 17. John Marshall was probably the most distinguished of the early Chief Justices of the U.S. Supreme Court. What U.S. President appointed Marshall to this position? John Marshall was appointed by John Adams. Question 18. Name the whaling ship which was commanded by Captain Ahab and described in detail by the narrator Ishmael in the 1851 American novel Moby Dick by Herman Melville. The answer is the Pequod. Question 19. Pablo Picasso was a leader of what popular art movement from the early 20th century in which the artist simplified the world into geometric shapes? That movement was called Cubism. And question 20. What country located in western South America boasts over 4,000 miles of Pacific coastline and contains the Atacama Desert and the cities of Concepcion and Valparaiso? The answer is Chile. Alright, that is it for today. Thank you for watching today's episode of Road TRIpVIA. I've recently returned from the camping trip to the Scottish Highlands, so I'm making this today and publishing it today. Hopefully we'll be back on track to publishing one a day every day, the day of. That way it keeps it current and up to date, and if there's an issue, if there's an incorrect spelling, or if somebody finds an error with one of the questions, I can get in there and quickly replace it and re-upload the videos. So if you find an error on any of these videos, please let me know as soon as possible. You can email me at roadtripvia@gmail.com, or you can leave a comment on any of the videos below. If you see some of these videos that after a day or two have 20 or 30 views, that's probably because somebody noticed an error in one of my questions, and I've just deleted it, fixed the error, and re-uploaded the video. So doesn't mean there's anything wrong with it, doesn't mean it's a terrible video, just means, in fact, it's better than it was the first time, because all the errors have been fixed. I would prefer to have good quality quizzes up there rather than a quiz with a wrong answer or an incorrectly worded question and a lot of views. So let me know if you find anything. Here's question 21 for today, the tiebreaker. What is the only way in which an American football team can score without any of its players touching the football on the play? There's a scoring play that can happen where they do not have to touch the ball. The answer is a safety. There's a couple of different ways you can get a safety, but it's the only way you can get points without touching the football. So thank you for watching. Glad to be back. Had a great time on the camping trip, but I'm happy to be back indoors with a shower in front of the computer, which I think is my favorite spot. See you tomorrow.